Kia ora mai tātou, nau mai hoki mai ki te wāhi nei. It is starting to clear up here in Manawatu, Aotearoa. The weather is getting beautiful again, and I tell you what, it has been frickin' raining for almost a couple of weeks now. So I'm very grateful for the blue skies today. When I started this kōrero, te hōkioi, I really wanted to honour my love for writing, and so I'm going to revert back to the original plan and perhaps interweave speaking aloud my written word, and then also just going a little bit freestyle. My only problem I have with the freestyle at the moment is that there are a lot of pauses, a lot of hms and ha's, and while I'm listening back to myself, I'm like, hurry up, like spit it out, because there is this generational curse within my family, which is impatience. So, moving along. This write is all about being authentic, and it goes a little bit or a lot like this. The openness one has of the world could easily fall into detriment should we not have an equal balance of vastness, connection, and appreciation for the internal world of personal existence. As much beauty as we are able to recognize external of us is as much beauty we ought to recognize within ourselves. And should we not, could this be a kind reminder to return to our very own Garden of Eden within, that we may rest and observe in appreciation our own colourful or shades of essence, gifts, talents, fueling the unique interpretations and perceptions of the world around us. This thought became highlighted as I read of the multitudes of authors who exist alongside myself, and as quick as the overwhelm and grey arrived, was as quickly as I heard the prompt call to return home to myself, lest I fall victim to drowning within the waves of greatness of all others, sinking into the very acceptable abyss of irrelevance. It is very acceptable to find comfort in the uncomfortable truths that we can all rest within being irrelevant, not special and unimportant, and therefore settling for playing a character in other people's stories. Many movies have the need for the background figures to fill the space, and this is an acceptable reality we can all comply with for the purposes of entertainment, life, fulfilled. And I refuse to become a speck in the already overcrowded background characters of other people's stories, and so instead choose to seek refuge into the world within myself, where I recognize there is someone special here that is worthy of my attention, nurturing, and discovery of, to learn more of what interests pour from this internal wellspring of love and wisdom, and to find more beauty within, that I may hold such breadth of relation and healthy connection to the world around me. And because I recognize this, I too recognize my passionate desire to alert the rest of the world into a state of liberation, where we return home to the wellspring within ourselves and halt our complacency to conform our energies into the popular flow of societal standards and norms, to perhaps create anew, whereby more of us are creating life from the internal source rather than the external dictatorship, which works so subtly to program humanity into eating, drinking, entertaining, consuming, dressing, speaking, thinking in ways that benefit the puppeteers. Insecurity is such a money-making movement. If we found security in who we are than what we have, we would create life rather than buy it. And I see this fault in this share in ways of buying experience. But the imbalance of this desire to buy experience is to dress up and live a character that is popular rather than authentic. We are the shifting games of tides. Like the oceans, we rise and we fall back into ourselves, learning new seasons, blooming new worlds with each spring, shedding ourselves every winter. The only difference between us and nature is our capacity to unplant ourselves, to unbecome and shift the tides of our own experience, from one colour into all shades and to new colour again. To let ourselves live requires the climbing out of the bars that barricade the school students into the gates, downloading the puppeteer's curriculum taught by the teachers who await the 3 p.m. bell to return to their glass of wine. Within their fenced-in homes, escapism found within their phones. May we spend more time out in the expansiveness of Papatua Anoko, Mother Earth, and let her atmosphere knit together the platform of our thinking, open and free, accepting and expansive. I celebrate the teachers who are passionate about liberating their students into freedom rather than exploiting them into the system. We are each born with gifts, and I see it as our personal responsibility and mission in life to climb further into the internal Garden of Eden, to be sustained by our fruits of existence, which are watered and nurtured by our own unique experiences, divinely written, to simultaneously guide us further out into the wilderness of this world and into the jungle of homes within, where we realize we are the energy of all creation. We are the shifting tides of experience, connected to the all and nothing here and now, where past, present, future all coexist. I am both ancient and modern, creator and creation. The breath, the fresh air, I am creator speaking aloud that we may discover more of who rests within us all. Thank you so much for listening. Mā te ngā kauaroha koe e ārahi. Let a loving heart guide your decisions. Blessings. Te hō ki oi.